fascinating the way my mind works in cohesion with propaganda and manipulation, and the way I can, it's not anticipating, it's just feel. And then watch the stuff on this thing they have about this gentleman from Mr. Flint and this other kid from El Paso, this younger man. Of course that was like almost 20 years ago, so he's probably in his 40s now. But about from Sol Ross Lobos, about a guy 59 going and playing college football because he missed his senior year because he did something stupid his senior year. So he went back to finish it, right? And did something as stupid as senior year. Yeah, he went back for a year of football where you can get yourself really bad hurt when you're 59 years old, and it's like so that you can do something. Well, stand up for Lord's Prayer without fear. I know that was 2007. That was before, Earl was presented to the world. It was June of 2009 when they, But making movies for propaganda about it now don't make no fucking sense. It ain't right, twisted. Yeah, I like that song. I think I have that on my MP3. They just don't never play it for me, But Keith Sweat. I think I also got You May Be Young But You're Ready. And I think I also got Make It Last Forever. I don't have the Rain, but I like the way he does the Rain, but I got the dramatics and I prefer that, so. But Earl. But I'd be watching this stuff and you'd be like, man, and you guys do understand. Now I do things because I need to, not because I want to, right? And I heal, and it's hard. It's hard, and people, as far as survive, we will heal and recover when we stop extortion, exploitation, like me and the young men and Buddy's family talk about. If they were serious about this matter, serious about doing things right, and walking what they talk, if it was necessary, to water these trees, and absolutely needed for the time being to help the ecosystem and stuff, that we'd have a Tesla engine on that thing running when we needed to pump. Right? Because money's not real. Share, care, given accordance to need builds less. So if you have the resources and you know what you're doing, and you have to do things in a healthy manner, so we can understand exponential growth, understand how to protect and provide and to share and explain eternity, explain reality in intelligent terms. I can't tell you if Elon Musk understands molecular. Everything in my brain tells me, yeah, obviously he would. Same with you got Sheldon Cooper is propaganda. Okay. Sheldon Cooper's not a real boy. Sheldon Cooper is marketing from people that are mind fucking you to make you feel inadequate and make you feel like they are superiorly intelligent to you, to keep you fucked in the head because, I learned it. Yeah, you watch some assholes on TV tell you about how brilliant they fucking are with super asymmetry, or which they made up, right? And I went and looked it up. So, okay. And they're assholes. Nah, John Najim introduced me to that show. And I didn't watch it before, but then I found it, first I watched it once, and it was one when Penny came in. I thought they all lived in the same apartment together, and Penny was across the hall. Kind of like in Friends. I didn't know that Raj and Howard just kind of hang out there at that apartment. That's their hangout. And I thought it was like guys, in a 2-bedroom apartment with barracks type things, they're all going to college. And two guys stay in one room, two guys stay in the kind of thing or whatever. But, like basically roommating, because you're a college kid and you're poor. But no, these guys are professors and have roommates things because California is expensive and because money's real for stupid people. And so, and Sheldon is the toll keeper at the toll bridge. They're going to Port Hueneme, right? I'm just kidding around. Fuck. People are strange when you're a stranger. Women seem wicked when you're unwanted. Yeah, I can't tell you why people are, and I saw the news and the stuff with Christy Nome with the people in chat, getting, you will get justice with the full thing. And, it's like, what? Justice is living the Lord's Prayer. So I can't tell you what the scientific community is doing. I'm not clinically insane. I can't tell you, what clinically insane people are doing in irrational vernacular and irrational application of physics that are a threat to the planet species. I wasn't at the Paris summits. They didn't invite me. I was kind of like, hey, you want to talk about it? And then maybe we could actually do shit right. I thought they were going to do that at Fort Huachuca when they first started talking to me. I thought they were going to take me to the fort, sit me down, and talk to me, like they used to do with Judah Krishnamurti, especially when Alan showed me those videos. I said, oh, wow. So, no. They make you, no, you're inadequate. You're inefficient. You're nobody. Are you being clever? Why won't you tell me your name? It's funny. I can love you like nobody can. No, nobody can't love you. Okay. My life story is in the book of Revelation. It's molecular structures that are consistent through a maternal line. Okay, the female gene, to get someone like me, it has to be through a similar female. Okay, many men tried to gain access to. Men rape, men pillage, and men murder. Men will go like animals, wolves and lions do, and will kill they used to go town to town and take the other people's kids and throw them off the city walls and then rape the women. Okay. They used to do that shit. They probably still do. Okay. In housing projects and trailer parks throughout the United States and in Canada. They're not as civilized as you think they are. They're always drinking. And in Mexico, obviously, it still does happen. And all through the world. Vladimir Putin and old dingbat, what's his name? XI. Somebody tell XII. He's an asshole. I don't have to be nice to him. I don't have to worry about Kim. I don't have to worry about being nice or being on their Christmas card list. Really? No one knows I exist. I got run over in the parking lot of a Best Buy back during the Obama administration in 2012. Yeah. I'm Space Ghost. Sarcasm? Yes, one of my better qualities. But, I sit and I watch this stuff and I'm like, you don't sit there and do that stuff. You don't, like that poor little boy on Facebook when he said, he was got in an explosion and he felt like he was dying. He said he was going to tell God all about what was happening and what happened. And you're like, it's horrible what they do to these kids. God's omniscient, omnipotent. My own sister did it to me outside of Huachuca, and all the scientists were laughing. I was telling her who I was and what was going on, and I just wanted to let them know they were right for being religious and believing in Jesus, that it's based on reality. So, no, Earl, you're not God. And when I die and stand before my maker, and I'm sitting there going, Linda, and she's putting on this show and looking up in the air, and I'm like, Linda, God's omniscient, omnipotent. Will you stop doing that? The fuckers right there, they're like 3/4 mile right there laughing their asses off at you. And all the people that say they're religious and send people off to get murdered and strap them with C4, and you will fuck 70 virgins in the sky if you go kill these people for me to continue propaganda. Hey, you want to watch The Big Bang Theory? Hey, let's order food in black plastic containers. Oh, factor. So do you understand? They're fucking nuts in their ass. I can't explain. If I could explain to you why we're still doing this, I can't explain to you why this is still happening. Okay? I wouldn't want to be able to explain to you why it's still happening. It just still is. Okay, but this is radically different than Haile Selassie's and Jiddu Krishnamurti's and D.T. Suzuki's time. Because during Earl's time, the one guy from the Book of Revelation, where they say, we have quantum computing, which is radically changing the way how people are held accountable to their linguistics and applications of physics of actions. And so that's radically different. There's another thing I was going to say, and it was really important, and my brain is just like, what? Because there's a lot of information coming at me at once, and this is hard, and I don't think people understand just how hard it is to be me. and how hard it is to correct quantum computing to save people from genocide who are brain chemical addicts and cannot correct themselves. It's very, very, very difficult. Oh, what else? What I was going to say was when you, in the book of Revelation, okay, it talks about it going up to the sky and coming back down and all that stuff. And in ancient times, oh, that sounds miracle, magical. Whoa, whoa, yeah. It's like, no, it's in our time, it's real easy. Okay, I have a Samsung Galaxy 10. It goes, the signal goes from here to the Twin Towers, bum, 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 and up to satellites, and then bounces off, bum, 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 near your domicile, and goes to your iPhone. Goes to your Google phone, your flip phone, and then you get a plan where you play the cheapest thing at AT&T. It's like, just forgive, trespass, love one another, faithful peace. So when you read this stuff in ancient times and believe in all this magical, mystical bullshit, it's very understandable if you talked about it or listened to about it in ancient times. But today, no, there's no excuse for acting like a wackadoodle. I believe in magic bullshit. I believe in the magic show. I can explain to you the book of Revelation beyond any reasonable doubts and in intimate detail. And I've sat there and explained that because you had that one dude on Right Around Christ and Prophecy or Jeffers or whoever it was, but he's talking, there'll be no stars in the sky. It's like, have you ever gone cruising on a Friday night at North or South Central in Phoenix, Arizona? Dude, there's a full moon, right? And there's like 4 or 5 stars in the sky. And when you're in the thing, you can't see hardly any of them because of all the light pollution in the buildings with all the lights. And John would be talking to me, and he would get me in prayer, and it just happens and stuff. And so he's talking to me, and I'm explaining. And I also explained that to Patrick, my son, okay? Because we were in the Boot Hill in a town called Plias, which is no longer, it's a ghost town now because it was they shut down the copper mine there in Plias outside of Animas, New Mexico. So they shut it down, but Patrick, we were outside and we were looking. He just loved it. He could see the Milky Way. He could see all these beautiful lights. All this, the stars like me and Dad used to look at them when we lived in Mesilla when I was a kid, or just south of Mesilla, and we were closer to San Pablo. But we'd sit and look at the lights, and I would find the Little Dipper and the Big Dipper and all that stuff. That was my favorite to find, was the Little Dipper and then the Big Dipper. And I said, the Big Dipper don't look like a dipper, but the Little Dipper definitely looks like a dipper. They named that one right on it. The Big Dipper, that's kind of a stretch. Me and Dad would find all the stars and the constellations. And but the Little Dipper was my favorite to find. I just thought that was fascinating, the way that was like, wow, that is so cool. But Patrick loved it, and then I explained to him, and he said, Dad, the stars in New Mexico are better than the stars in Arizona. I said, that's not it, son. The stars, it's the same stars in the sky, you just cannot see them in the Phoenix metropolitan area because of all the pollution from the cars and the light pollution, and it makes it hard for the light to get through and see it. You can only, on some nights, you can only see like 7 stars in Phoenix. So it's so there are the stars till the stars fall from the sky for you and I. Boom, boom, ba-doom, boom, ba-doom. Come on, now touch me, babe. Right? I like the Doors too. Anybody else like the Doors? That was my sister's favorite, and Patrick's and Patrice's favorite band. Yeah, so I went and listened to them, and I understood. Break On Through. Yeah, that's what Patrick's favorite when he was little. I'll talk to you guys tomorrow. We'll just keep on keeping on. Hey, that's also Gladys Knight in the Gibbs. Okay, peace.